here already. You see, I set my time when I have to do something. And this evening, like I said, I need to address this issue of Mwewa Chitambala. You know, he has been talking for some time, and I've been ignoring him. I need to, engage him on this one. I need to engage him. I'm trying to reduce to remove. I need to engage him. And I know some of you have been talking about Chela, asking me whether I'm the one that reported Chela, whether I'm happy that Chela is inside. I've been talking over these so-called youths, talking about various national issues. And look, my point has always been this. I want you to get it very, very clearly when it comes to the so-called speaking out, freedom of expression in as far as youths are concerned. My position is that I am not against youth speaking out. I am a proponent of freedom of expression. I am a proponent of freedom of expression. And I will defend anyone's right, to express him or herself. The problem which comes in is what you say. Because freedom of expression doesn't mean that you should say anything anyhow. No. Freedom of expression doesn't mean that you should be hating people. You should be slandering people unwarranted. You should be slandering people unwarranted. Maliciously slandering people. That is not acceptable. That is not acceptable. And this is what Chela has been doing. This is what Chela has been doing. And for me, I have confronted Chela. I confronted Chela in one of his, live broadcasts. I confronted him. I told him, what you are doing is wrong. And he blocked me. He blocked me. He said, no, you cannot say that I'm insulting people. Let me even block you. He blocked me. Now, that is not right. I will not stand with anyone that is just slandering people. I know some of you would say, I also slander people. I don't. I don't slander people. I don't. I speak facts. You must be able to differentiate, pointing out the negatives, pointing out the wrong things, and just speculating or, talking about things that doesn't exist. There is a difference there. I talk about real issues. You have even heard me having a phone conversation with individuals telling them directly that yes, you did this, directly telling them. What I talk about is not, I don't lie. I speak the truth. I speak the truth. And so far, everything that I've brought to the public, they are actually true. Where I've gone wrong, I've asked for apologies. I've come back to say, no, sorry, here I got the facts wrong. I've come back to apologize. That is advocacy. That is the freedom of expression that we should all have. Not merely fabricating things. And you say that is heroism. No. What Chela has been doing is nothing of freedom of expression. And only naive people get excited when somebody is insulting willy-nilly. Only people who don't think proper get excited. Because there is no way you're going to accept someone calling an elderly woman a prostitute and you are sitting there. There is no way you're going to allow a person, accusing married people, family people, of sleeping with children when he cannot substantiate that. I mean, honestly, that is a crime. That is a crime. And for goodness sake, I am so happy that Chela was arrested, and I'm praying that justice will take its course, because there is no way we can allow people to be calling others prostitutes. There is no way we are going to allow people to be accusing other people of, sleeping with children, just like that. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We can't allow that. We can't allow that in a society like ours, calling ourselves a Christian nation. And you say that is heroism. I am happy that Chela was arrested, and I am praying that justice takes its course. And I also want to tell other youths, or tell other people that talk a lot on lies, fabricating things, that I'm praying that your day, your fate will come. Yesterday I said Chela's fate will soon come. And indeed it came in the night. Thank you very much. The police, thank you for working extra hard to nab him, to find him and nab him. You did a good job. Congratulations. Now make sure that he goes to court and the court takes its course. Those people that he has been insulting, those people that he has been scandalizing, they deserve justice as well. Now, so I've given myself, there is another guy who was also writing some articles. I will not talk about him for now. But let me get back to Chitambala Mwewa. But now, before I go on with Chitambala Mwewa, I want to call him. And I pray that he will pick this call. I want to call him. I have his number here. I want to call him because for me, I like to face people. I'm not a coward. I face people. I want to talk to people directly. Let me call this Mwewa Chitambala and see if he's going to respond. I know it's late. I hope he will forgive me just on that part for calling him late this time. But I need to talk to this man. I know some of you who are watching, you know him. Can you please call him and tell him that Tayali wants to talk to you? He did a live call with me last time. I'm sure.
The number called did not answer. Please try later. The number called did not answer.
Let me try one more time. I'll try one more time because I really want to talk to this Mr. Chitambala. I want to talk to him. An old man cannot be so nonsensical. He cannot be misbehaving, like he owns everyone, abusing, bullying everyone at will. No, not me. He cannot bring that nonsense to me. I refuse. I have refused. Never in my life am I going to allow, somebody to be just messing me around. Do that in my grave. Otherwise, I would rather die in your hands. Pick up, Mr. Big Voice. Pick up, Mr. Big Man. I want to talk to you. Pick up. Chitambala, pick up. I want to talk to you. Pick up the phone. I know you are watching. Pick up the phone. Talk to me.
The number called did not answer.
Pick up.
Try later.
You know.
The number called
I know you are following this. Pick up. I want to talk to you. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. I don't want to follow him at Simpson because I might just commit a crime. I don't want to go to jail now. So let him just answer the phone. He's a coward. He can't pick up the phone. He's a coward. I know he's watching this. I know. This phone is ringing. I'm sure he's seeing it. But he's a bloody coward. He's a bloody coward. This guy is a bloody coward. Mwewa is a bloody coward. I'll tell you this. This guy is a bloody coward. And look, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I don't mean to be disrespectful. But if a person cannot respect himself, if a person is taking you in a wrong way, and you try as much as you can to avoid him, he keeps insisting. I mean, where I come from, I'm sorry, you can have all those diplomatic whatever, but where I come from, we don't let people just dance around our heads and we just watch them. No. That is not our nature. That is not our nature. So, Chitambala, I want you to know that I have been ignoring you. You have been following me like a tick on the wrong side of a body, of a dead body. Listen to me very quick. You have been following me like a tick on the wrong side of a dead body. Not a live body, but a dead body. Nga konto. Na ikatakunuma, na ingira pakati, efo unkonga Chitambala. I mean, at some point, I even wonder to say, is this man really normal? Or this man, maybe, umwale pitana, maybe he was exposed on the wrong side. Because takwa umuntu, ukupimpira kwa chikanyerere, na kupimpira fe. Echo wamu chitata pali. There's nothing wrong that I've done with that man. I don't even know that man. I don't even need that man. I don't need him. He's not a politician. The people that I follow are politicians. The people that I follow are politicians. But Chitambala is not a politician. No, but I can't understand. I can't understand. Nshiri mwanakashi, o akonkerera nshapatana boko siria kwata. So I don't understand him. I don't understand what is wrong with that guy. Chitambala, what is your problem? What is your problem? Why are you always on me? Look, Chitambala, you kept on poking me, interfering in my activities. And I kept on ignoring you. The first time that you called me, you are the one who called me. I never called you. I didn't need to talk to you. You are the one who called me, offering some advice, which I refused. And I've got a right to refuse. If I don't agree with your advice, you can't force it on me. From the first time that you called me and offered me advice, which I refused, and you started now attacking me. Chitambala, if I don't need your advice, you don't have to force it on me. You are the one who started me. I didn't start you. I didn't even know you. You called me to offer me advice. I refused. I told you no, because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Unlike you who doesn't know what you are doing in your life, me, I know what I'm doing. I have drawn, dots in my life, and I'm just connecting those dots. Today where I am, it is part of the dots that I'm connecting. I know where I'm going. So you can't come just because walikwata boko sikulu, you can't come in and to disturb me from where I'm going. I can't accept that, Mwewa. I can't accept that. And look, when I responded to you only once. Once. What happened? I responded to you only once. What happened? You ran to court like a little puppy dog. You ran to court like a little puppy dog. Now, if you have got courage to be talking about people, and when they respond to you, you should have also the guts to stand and fight it. Don't run to court. Don't run to court. Well and good. Going to court is a democratic right that you have. You went to court. When you went to court, after you launched in your documentation, what you're supposed to do, like a mature person, or somebody who wants to protect his reputation, because according to you, you want to protect your reputation. When you say somebody has defamed me, you are basically saying, I've got a good reputation, and this person is messing up my good reputation. So if you have got a good reputation, after you file in your documentation, what you are supposed to do is to keep quiet. It's not to continue provoking the same person that you are accusing of defaming you. You can't do that. It doesn't make sense. It's immature. It's stupidity of the highest order. I can tell you that it's stupidity of the highest order. You can't take a person to court. You can't do that. You can't do that. You respect yourself. You wait. You wait for the court date. Even when you went to court, you were busy. Hey, no, not forgive him, not forgive him. Hey, this one said don't forgive him. What? Why were you going around soliciting for support? If you really have a case, you wait. Wait for your case to come. Let the case go to court. Then you go and argue it there. You don't come back and start talking on social media. I respected the courts. I respected you. I stopped talking. I've not really been responding. For a long time, you have written a number of articles. You have said a lot of nonsense about me. I have ignored you. I've ignored you. And now, kwati museva udyababomfya kumushi nga wayakuchimbuswa yaona babomfya museva so nomba uleza nga wayawaikuta wayakuchimbuswa ule museva wayakuchimbuswa. I'm not that. I'm not that cheap. I am not that easy. I can tell you that. I'm not like a toilet paper that you can be using nga waikuta elo nomba wakuntu nkenero. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not. And excuse my language. Excuse my language, but this is the language that Iwe Chitambala deserves. This is the language that Chitambala deserves. This is for you. This is for you. If I had my way, I would have come to wherever you are to tell you this. But I know I might just beat you up. Because, I mean, some of you think that because walipopumuka kwati ni flower ya east, and you think you can stand. I'm telling you, I am not as easy as I may appear. I have learned this. I have learned this when I grew up. There are people that put me to say, no, Chilufya, you need to behave this way. You need to behave this. But Okona Fuma, I'm a fighter. Okona Fuma, I'm a fighter. I've been fighting throughout my life. I've been fighting. For me, ukujafyo wali. Kulwa every day. Kulwa. Na pakujafyo wali. When we are eating in Shima. Kulwa. So, if you want to feel pompekanga istinga iwe, teti unshupe chitambala, teti, and indekwe batewa unshupe chitambala, teti chitambala wisa unshupe iwe, awe, wachepa, chitambala wachepa, ndekwe wachepa chitambala, nalanda wachepa, teti unshupe, teti, awe, no chitambala, wamata kwakuru, awe, abe perefi, teti. There are people that I fear. People who are strategic. People that I fear are people that use the brains. Not people about watafi. Not people about watafi. Ndapima wamu biko mtu pasikiroti afininishani makeji yanga. Iwe chitambala tapali ofodi. Tetu unkwanisha, I'm telling you. Teti. And people like you, it's just that I mean, natkwata wakashi but kwisa kuponona kuti nakuma fye nakuma nomba tetinkume mulandu kati ndetina jere but temulandu fine twakula peshanya walanda nakwasuka ngani ku court nomba kaidi ku court you don't want to respect the court. So why should I respect the court now? You don't want to respect the court. Niwa wave chingwele iwe. You went to court, mulandu wa bungwele. And you want the court to protect you, but you are still misbehaving. So now I'll take you. I'm not going to bother about your court nonsense because you are stupid. And I say that you are very stupid, Mwewa. You are very stupid. So I'm not going to bother about that nonsense. Tetwisove shinjira kuline wamfa iwe. Uli mukulu sana ufile waichindika. Ngawakula ufile waichindika we muntu. So you cannot expect me what nde kuchindika. And yet you are misbehaving. And I'm not going to take that. Nakana, I'm not the Chilufya. I'm not Chilufya Tayali to take that kind of shit. I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept that. I mean, how? I have my family. I'm sharing my joy of family. I'm trying to encourage people to stay together. And you come in with your foolishness to say, I give 2 years. What nonsense is that? What nonsense is that? Honestly, what kind of an elder speaks like that? Even if walipato muntu, who wishes people to divorce? Who wishes people to separate? Who wishes families to break? Who wishes? Walikwata mano hiyo? Usha walikwata mano ayo. Na chine fo baranda chumwa umechipo wamwe na kumatako. Chachine. Because really, you cannot. How do you come in and start meddling in my family? How? Giving 2 years, my family. Anyway, unawomba wino. Unawomba wino. Are you really happy in your family? Are you really happy in your marriage? Are you really happy in your marriage? Because I remember at one point walipenene pamwana kashumwefi. Pamwana kashumwefi walipenene ko wapena kuja kuma coach twale kumana uleivukisha. Hey, she want browns, she want iwe. Chishani. I was wondering, bishoni muntu ali upa. Tamwate kanya wa mdara imwe. I'm not like you. Tamwate kanya. Me, I'm not like you and I don't want to be like you. So don't start putting utuma caps on my marriage. My marriage is blessed by God. And it's gonna last. It's gonna last because God is the one that brought me together with my wife. It's not gonna happen. That nonsense that you talk about is not gonna happen. You don't understand how we understand each other with my wife. You don't understand how we love each other with my wife. You don't know. Tawaliko ku Ethiopia. Tawaliko ku Ethiopia. Tawaliko konalia ku Ethiopia ne mwini. Tawaliko So how come no mutambukula kusa predict? Nangu nimuna nikane nibu prophet yubo. Pachupo chandi. We mdala ichindike. Ichindike na kupapata sana ichindike. Ichindike na kupapata sana serako kuchupo chandi. Wila ikatako. Nshikatako kuwa kuchupo chobete chinjikata no kono kuikatako. Nangule tumpefi. I would never touch your marriage. I would never touch your wife. I would never talk about your wife. I respect women. So I can never touch your family. I can never do that. But iwe. Taukweta mano muntu. Uli mkalamba but taukweta mano. Pantu muntu mkalamba. Techale randa pachupo chamwa ichi. Techa takwaba. Tawakwata mano. Wakula fe fida waranda chumuntu. Akula fe. Wakula fe. Umuntu wakwata manu techalande pachupo chava nanko iyo. Wakula fe. Tawakwata no muchinshi. Na inete chinku chindiki. So umuchinshi kuline forget it. Ukoko ine tawakwata manu mumutwe. Umuntu chipumbu. Kumwevela patu li chipumbu. Pakwa chaishiwa. Palitunga mulepita mumbali. Kuchale imuna chimuntu. Kumweva chiwa li chipumbu. Mwewa uli chipumbu na kweva uli chipumbu. Very, very, very nonsense. Look, I'm a politician. That is a fact. Whether you like it or not, I'm a politician. Go to registrar. You will find a political party named Economic and Equity Party. Where and Neka, where and Waviri, the fact is, I've got a political party that I registered, successfully registered. How I registered, it doesn't matter, but I have got a political party that I successfully registered. Iwe Mwewa finshudi hapo. Finshudi. Yeah? Finshudi iwe chitambala, finshudi. You can say whatever it is, but that is a success by the very fact that I've registered a political party. No matter, you may not like it. The fact is, Chilufya Tayali is a president of Economic and Equity Party. It's there written. You can't argue with it. You can't argue with it. You can't argue with it. And you are Chitambala. You are not a politician. Fine, you can be my critic. And I accept that. In a democratic state, it's okay to have somebody criticizing you. To have critics, it's okay. But when they are criticizing you, they should be factual. They should be factual and they should be reasonable. And they should be objective. But in which Tambala, your criticism is out of ignorance. Because you know nothing. Ulichikopo mdala. Na kweva ulichikopo. Ulichikopo. Because in that ulichikopo, some of these things that you talk about, you would do a little bit of research. Just a little bit of research. Before you come out and talk about it. Before you accuse me, you would go and find out to say, okay, who is this person? So that when you are talking, there is a little bit of accuracy. But most of the things that you talk about are out of line. They are out of line. They are really out of line. It's not true. You lie. Eh? You are a big liar, at least from the things that I've encountered you on. I'm calling you a big liar on things that I've encountered you on. When ili wale sawayati ndea kukoti abafyashi bamayo banuko called me. She's the one that called me first. She called me first. But you always chipumbu cha muntu. The following day, wayamkula bepo bufyati yo, I called he called my mother. Your mother was very nice. And I commend her. Because she called and called for a meeting so that we can resolve issues. That is really how a parent operates. That is a good parent. And I have respect for your mother. I have respect for your mother. But indeed, verati imambata ifyala mambambie. You can have good parents, wise parents, but ingawaisa umwana alave chimbi. Chimona iwe. And defila verati umwana shumfatukisha na abafyashi bako. Munanduwa upumbu bobe. You find that even the parents are being discussed. Your parents are not supposed to be discussed. But we are now bringing in your mother, your father. These are people that you should be respected. And I have respect for them. I have respect for your father. I have respect for your mother. But today we are discussing them. You lied. That, no, I called your mother to ask for forgiveness. She's the one that called me. And it is out of respect that I have not even released the recording, which I have. I have a recording. I mean, my phone calls, I record all of them. I have a recording and I would have released it. But I had respect for your mother. That's why I didn't release that phone call. But you, foolish man, as old as you are, you started lying that I called your mother to ask for forgiveness. Total nonsense. What kind of an elderly man are you? You lie. And I don't like that. I don't like people who lie. I mean, talk about the truth. You know nothing about me. You don't know anything. Today you are talking about 150. No, Tayali cannot afford. Do you even know what kind of life I'm living? Do you even know? Do you have an idea what kind of life I'm living? I want to tell you, Chitambala, that you are still in the diapers of your parents. Whilst for me, I'm buying diapers for my children. You are still in the diapers of your parents. There is nothing that you, Mwewa, can point at to say, inechi echo nachita. Yes, parents should leave something for their children. They did well to leave something for their children. But it makes you proud as a child as well to say, yes, my father did this, but I've also been able to do this. Even you do nothing. You don't have anything. You don't have anything. People don't even know your name because the name that you ride on is the name of your parents. It's the name of your parents. Me, I'm Chilufya Tayali. I've made a name. Me, I'm a boy that was born in a shanty compound. Shanty compound. I walked literally naked. I remember myself walking naked. I remember myself having sores, in my under my feet. I had sores. If you under sore in Sundu, because I never knew shoes. I have struggled through my life, throughout life, to be here where I am. Ichi sungu what I got to my friend. Some of us ichi sungu chakushukira fie, and we don't give it a damn. At least we're able to communicate. We're able to communicate. So for me, I am not even 20% of you. I am far. You cannot be. You are not even 20% of me, of my achievement. You are not. Far from it. Far from it. Even on social media, we are watching. So, I employed them, taught them IT, made them into men, gave them an opportunity. I've got managers, IT managers, that I taught myself. I taught them. They came and worked in my company. I gave them an opportunity to have an experience. From there, they are big people. They are big people. I don't want to embarrass them, but I will tell you a number of big companies. Some of them, they are even watching right now. So I'm not a boy in diapers, a big boy in diapers like you. I'm not. You are just a man in diapers. You are a man in diapers feeding from your parents up to today. You are talking about if he is given 150, he will just fix his struggling Prado. Do you even know how much I bought that Prado? Yeah? Do you know how much I bought that Prado? Do you know the cost of that Prado? Have you ever bought a Prado? Have you ever bought a Prado? Because the vehicles that you are using are family vehicles. Yeah? You fought with your parents to have the Prado that you are talking about. Me, I bought that Prado with money. And before that Prado, I've had 2 Hiluxes. I've bought 2 expensive vehicles in my life. 2 expensive vehicles. The limit, the most expensive vehicle that I've bought is a Hilux. And I bought 2 Hiluxes. 2 Hilux. In my life, I've bought 2 Hilux. Yo alishitapo na motoka hiyo. Waliwombapo iwe Chimwewa, waliwombapo iwe washita motoka. Waliwombapo washita motoka. Wikalole tukavene nefsungufya ulokulondoloka iwe koswe. Allah. Tawashitapo motoka. So don't talk about money and Hilux. Go and check how much Hilux is. The first one I bought was a second hand. And I bought it at $260,000. 260,000 kwacha. 260,000 kwacha. I bought the first Hilux. The second Hilux, it was more expensive. I was the second owner. The first owner bought it from the showroom in Toyota Zambia. After he used it for 2 years, he sold it to me. You want me to tell you how much I bought it? You want me to tell you how much I bought it? Yeah? And you say, I can't pay 150. I bought that Hilux at 450,000 kwacha. 450,000 kwacha. Wadiwala ushtapo chincha 450,000 kwacha. Wadiwala ushtapo chincha 450,000 kwacha. You talk about 150,000 kwacha. 150,000 kwacha. You are forgetting that I was just doing a wedding in Ethiopia. I can boast about that because I did it. I did it myself. Myself. Thank you to the Zambian community that came to back me up when in Ethiopia. But ask them, if I set up a committee in Ethiopia, no, make a committee and make contribution. Ask them if there was anyone who did, even here in Zambia, ask if there was any committee at the period of 50 kwacha, and they quarter waiting. I did it all by myself. I did it. How much did I spend? You think I spent 150,000 kwacha? I was spending in dollars, bwana. Dollars. I make money. I make money when I want to make money. And I'm not cheap. Right now, I feed a village. I feed a village. There are so many people, my relatives, the poor relatives, who depend on me every month. Go and check my MTN mobile money, how much money I send. Go and check. Check my e-wallet. Some of the people, they know. Some people, they know, even in this country, they know. Tayali wa my e-wallet. Because I give e-wallets. You all at me na my e-wallet. Ulefo umbike pamu. Yo wa ma diaper. Ulero le ama rate ya pa Simpson. Simpson eta wakulile. Utampo kula yumfira kwati you are anything. I'm not a small boy. I'm not a small boy, but what these things really don't matter so much for me. These things don't matter for me. What really matters is that I have fought myself from nothingness, from nothingness, and I've made a name. I've made a name to where I am. That is what matters to me. That is what gives me self-fulfillment. About how much I spend and so on and so forth, that I only thank God, because God blesses. It's only God who gives me that. What is important is that, like I've said, I've made myself a name. I've built myself up. Iwe, the only thing that you have built, ni bokos yobe. That's the only thing that you have built. Mwewa, you haven't built anything. The only thing that you have built is your big bums behind. 100 kg big bums. That's the only thing that you have made. That's the only thing that you have made. That's the only thing. And you become bossy. When you are doing those lives and you are calling those maids of yours, showing them going camera. I don't like the way you call those maids of yours. Pasimson. Kwa tulipa Trump Tower. Kanshi ni Pasimson. Or what ni owa kula Simpson. Kanshi nakati. Respect people. You don't, you parade them now wikara. Kwa tibani tusana wa Mwewa. Tapari ofodi we. Tapari ofodi. Mwewa tapari ofodi. I'm challenging you. Show us what you have. Show us what you have done. Show us what you have done. Me, I'm telling you, I've built, even today, where I am, even the life I'm living. I don't think, Mwewa, you can live it. I don't think you are living it. I know you're not living it. I know you are not. I know for sure the life that I'm living, you are not living it. I know for sure you are not. I can assure you, Mwewa, you are not living it. You are not living it. You are not. I can assure you. I know. Na aliku kumenye yana kumenye. Na chisuti kwati katwishi. Kwati wana malondri. Na isalo le shara jawabana. Most of the times I see you, you just look a dirty man. You're just a dirty man. You are just a dirty man. And you want to play big. Alaiwe. Uko kuine. And you talk about, no. Hey, what? Hey, you spoke about Vespers and what? Nonsense. Check what I said about Vespers and I still maintain what I said. I don't respond because I don't want to drag the poor ladies, into discussion. I don't want to be opening the wound of the family. So all of you who talk about Vespers, do a favor to the family. Stop talking about Stop talking about her. It's not because I don't respond, not because I don't have facts. I have facts and I just ignore it. But my fact still stands. My fact still stands. That is if you know the correct facts, what I said. Because, I mean, it's stupid of you to say, no, I said that she was killed because she was UPND. I never said that. I never said that. That is the ignorance that I'm talking about. Check what I said. Check what I said before you start talking about Vespers. Check what I said. I never said she was killed because she was UPND. I never said that. I never said that. What I called for is the proper investigation on how she died. And up to today, I still call for that. Proper investigation on how she died. Because that coroner has not revealed how really Vespers died. It hasn't revealed. I still stand. There are people that are behind Vespers' death. And those people, those are the people that I wanted. Those are the people that I wanted. How did she die? Those questions, those are the issues that I was questioning. So it is you who is being callous, you know, to suggest that that I said, no, she died because she was UPND. I never said that. But because you are ignorant, you just speak anyhow. You don't even know what you're talking about. I would still demand, up to today, I would still demand to know how Vespers Smujira died. Vespers Smujira is being used by UPND as a political, you know, a campaign, you know, to win sympathy. They use that. But the question is, how did she die? How did she die? Those people that HH talk about, hey, whatever, Hambulo, what, HH recounts those people. The question is, how did they die? How did they die? What responsibility does UPND have over those people that died? Those are the questions I ask. So it's stupidity of you, Chitambala Mwewa, to be talking about Smujira that I said no because no, that's nonsense. Stop it. Stop it. And you play politics. You want them a politics. Don't even pretend you want them a politics. You have got nothing to do in life. Now ulavendela politics, but you don't know where you are. You sometimes you go towards HH, you know, but when you see that maybe hook side you don't know where you are, just come out. I know you want to join politics. Just join politics and choose a side. If you want to join UPND, if you want to join the PF, don't be on the fence. Eh? I mean, have courage, but the problem is you don't have courage. That is the biggest problem. But you don't have courage. You don't have courage. If you have courage, answer my call. If you have courage, answer my call. I want to talk to you. If you have courage, Mwewa, answer my call.
The subscriber called is currently busy.
Ule putura no kuputura. Chikawa diwe.
The subscriber called is currently
You bully people over the English. Look, you talk about English and you're correcting people English. You think that is good, right? Lecturing people on Facebook, you know, pointing out their mistakes. You think that is good. Do you think that is good? You embarrass people. You embarrass people, but people who embarrass others, it's because they are empty themselves. And they want to feel important by pointing out the negatives of others, which are petty. It's true, we can point out negatives. But how do we do it? Especially when you're talking about English. I mean, how do you just start correcting people? Hey, this one, hey, that one, hey, that one. Hey, takwa kavero. It's total nonsense. It's total nonsense. You are bullying people. You bully people. You bully people. And that's stupid. That's immature. Now, Mwewa, ukulachi bokos. That is immature. Uleke. It's not good. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. Stop bullying people. If you know how to speak English, well, fine. That's good for you. If you want to offer lectures, I mean, fine, you can offer those lectures, but not pointing at people, embarrassing people. That is not good. That is not good. That is bullying people. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. So stop bullying people. We cannot tukave muchisungu. I mean, some people are very, very intelligent, but they don't speak English. They don't speak English. Some people are very educated, but they don't bother about how they speak English. If that is an issue, that is okay with you. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Don't bully people. Don't mess up people in the manner that you have been doing. It's not acceptable. It's not good. At the end of the day, Mwewa, in my conclusion, I will tell you that you are just a damn big failure. You are just a damn big failure. Ngole fochite collector chikatina mponga ni dam whatever nonsense. But now you show for ndera and up. You are a failure. You are an embarrassment to your father. Because instead of building on what your father left, you have stuck to him. You know, stuck to him. Still using his diapers up to today. In big bums, with your big bums, using his diapers up to today. You are a big failure. And you cannot compare yourself to me, because me, I never had an opportunity. I never had the opportunities that you have to be sent to an international school, for that matter. Sent to an international school. At the end of the day, why some Kulanda fetch Sungu, Pasimson, honestly. At the end of the day, after going to international school, wana kufialo, you went up there, you can't even get employed. You can't even be employed. You can't even be employed. Nani unka kuingisha nchito hiyo. Tapali unka kuingisha nchito. But inepanonde kweva, I can change my mind if at all. Life in Gayashupa. I'm a fully qualified IT personnel. I can be employed. I can be employed. I don't even need to be employed, because all my life I've actually never been really employed per se. I worked with UNHCR for just 2 years. But all along, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. I've run an IT company. I've run a consultancy company. I'm running a consultancy company right now. I'm also doing other businesses. I am meeting my bills. Yes, I may not manage everything. And you know, once in a while, I may have friends to help me. I may have friends to give me a 10p. But you know, there is nothing for nothing. There is no one who is going to give you a 10p if you are not worth it. People will give you a 10p because you are worth it. You are worth it. I am not a person that anyone would want to give a 1p, because I'm far above that. They know, everybody knows that Tayali can make a 1p, Tayali can make a 5p, Tayali can make a 10p. People will only give you what you are worth. That's what they will give you. Iwe Mwewa nani ungakupea 10p. Nani ungakupea 10p. You are a man in diapers. You are a failure. So stop this nonsense. Each time you say anything, I will respond. And I will respond whichever way I want. And the issue about going to court, if you want to protect your reputation, keep quiet. Let's go to court. Let's go and argue it there. You cannot continue talking about me, attacking me, and claiming that I'm defaming you when you are every day defaming me. I'm not going to waste the court's time. I'm not one of those people who wants to go and start suing people. Suing Chitambala. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. That's why I've not countersued you. I would have countersued you. My lawyer has been telling me, no, let's countersue him. Let's countersue him. But Umuntu ichipuva, you can't counter sue ichipuva. Ichipuva, how do you counter sue ichipuva? Kuchevela puva tu iwoli chipuva, if you let safia kupuva. If na kweva lero china kweva chitambala. Mdala wandi ulimkaramba batamano wako ata. If you let safia kupuva, wupuvovu. Uleke. I think I've made my point. I've made my point. Ngolefa mailo ukabutukile kukoti. Ukabukile koti. If you then the video will be there. You can download it if you want. I can even help you. Ukatwale kukoti. Wechipuwa cha muntu we. Bye.